Good morning, friends of the channel. From Festival of Speed, or just outside the Festival of Speed, I'm with Porsche Cars GB for what is called Camp Turbo. We're celebrating 50 years of turbocharging at Porsche, well, the 911 really, although there are interlopers around. Case in point over there with the 944 from the this weekend that's all turbo themed, but I just wanted to do a walk around on this. It's not running today, but it's very rare we get to get up close to such esteemed Porsche engineering and Porsche royalty, really. And so what you're looking at, you may be wondering, is the Carrera RSR Turbo 2.1. It's a bit of a mouthful in the greatest of Porsche traditions, but this car is just like massive Porsche history in front of us, really. So context, it's 50 years old. It ran 50 years ago at the 1974 24 Hours of Le Mans. It came second overall, and why it's significant really is it's the first Porsche 911 with turbocharging technology to go racing. So yeah, massive, considering obviously the 917 came before it, but that was prototype racing really. This is all within the 911's framework here, and obviously, as we know, pretty much all of the 911s of today, road cars, are turbocharged. So I'm just going to give you a quick walk around this. I'm in portrait mode, so I can get that massive wing in at the back. The proportions of it are huge. So top line then, stats. 500 horsepower. Don't forget, this is 50 years old, right? Half a century. 500 horsepower at 1.5 bar boost. 825 kilos, that is it. So super lightweight. A 911R prototype, for example, I think is 820 kilos. And that's a really small kind of diminutive car. When you look at everything that's on it, to get 825 kilo weight is pretty damn cool. The dude says nice wheels. Yes, they are nice wheels. They're taken from the 917, the iconic Le Mans Conquering 917. Mag wheels, I believe they are. The wheels and the brakes are taken from the 917. It's double wishbone suspension, beg your pardon, suspension all the way around. It is a 2.1 litre, completely reworked flat six compared to anything that kind of came before it road-wise. 2.1 litre capacity with not only a stonking great intercooler sitting atop the flat six, but underneath it, a whacking great turbocharger as well. K16, I believe. Could be wrong. But yeah, so the technology Porsche borrowed really from Can-Am with a bypass valve to basically eliminate turbo lag, which was key to the performance of this thing, because as we all know, turbocharging gives huge punch, but the caveat is lag to throttle response. So again, borrowing the technology it had successfully campaigned in Can-Am, Porsche applied to this 2.1 RSR Turbo, which really was a toe in the water in terms of what it could do from a 911 base with turbocharging. Because of the turbocharging, it ran with a bit of a handicap at Le Mans, so there was like a handicap rule applied to it, so it went in the under 3 litre class, hence the 2.1 litre capacity with the big turbocharger. Walter Branco says that wing. Yes, that wing indeed. We'll have a look at the aerodynamics shortly, but turbo, intercooler, flat six, and then so much air being fed to it, knacker ducks all over the show really. So let's just have a little bit of a butcher's at that. And again, bearing in mind this is like half a century old, you can't just AI things or Photoshop things and try things in CAD and all the rest of it. This is just like proper wind tunnel testing and adding bits on and seeing how we go. So to look at the styling and the aerodynamic, maybe call it efficiency. It's probably not efficient by today's standards, but it's just really cool to see it, to be honest. I wonder if we can open it. We can. We're in luck. So there is the fuel tank forward and placed on the passenger side for weight distribution, as one can imagine. Maybe we could go around to the other side to take more of a look, but I mean, like, you know, the bravery to drive this thing in period. I can't get over how light this thing is, by the way. Let's walk round. Bedecked in its iconic Martini livery. Let's have a look down here. I've got the pedal box all the way up with the roll cage. Red paint at just under 8 grand. I love how they're still using the video clocks. This is a different take on the 911's iconic 5 dials. As you can see, with everything there from boost pressure, temperature, engine revs, oil temperature and pressure, Benzinder. My German isn't that advanced, I'm afraid, so I've absolutely no idea what that means. Possibly fuel pressure? Possibly, no idea. I'm afraid I don't know on that. But yeah, look, I mean, what a place to do some serious pedaling at the 24-hour Le Mans in 1974. So that's it really in a nutshell. It's just a quick live to say, I mean, just, yeah, look at it. It's difficult to comprehend that this is half a century old. And again, you know, the stats, 500 horsepower, 825 kilos, a lesson in early aerodynamics, and really just ultimate Porsche royalty sitting in front of us, really. It didn't win Le Mans outright, but for it to come second overall was incredible. And again, just kind of paved the way for the success of turbocharging within the 911 platform, which, as we all know, has enjoyed such longevity. The dude, very little new liveries in recent years, only Red Bull Springs one. Yeah, I agree, to be honest. Wouldn't it be great to see more of this? There were some, like the RSRs that campaigned at Le Mans recently, with like the pink pig, for example. I think that was pretty iconic to bring that back. A 911N gas tank. Did I say oil tank? If I did, I apologise. I've not had coffee yet. It's obviously the petrol tank. So thanks for correcting if I did say that. So yeah, that's kind of it really. That's the 2.1 Carrera RSR Turbo. And yeah, thanks for joining. Again, it's just a very quick video here just outside the Goodwood Festival of Speed before we get stuck into the action really elsewhere, looking at 50 years of turbocharging. So yeah, thanks for joining us. Enjoy the weekend and we'll see you soon.